What's up, guys? It's Cypher here. It feels good to be back. I took a little bit of a vacation right there. I was going down to the Outer Banks, actually, in North Carolina right there, so it took me a while to get away with some family right there, but I'm back now. We should be posting at least 2 to 3 videos a week right now. That's the schedule for right now. We also did hit 200 subscribers, so I really appreciate that. We're going to power right on through to 300 subscribers now, so make sure you go and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you follow all of our links in the description: Twitter, Discord, Instagram, Threads. We got everything, so make sure you go and follow us down there. So for the first piece of news right here, it comes from Hector Rodriguez and Seth Abner, actually. So if you haven't heard right now, these two guys, which are, if you haven't heard of them, they're huge. They're some of the biggest Call of Duty influencers online and professional gamers there is. They've been to the championship so many times. But with esports right now, they're actually suing Call of Duty right now with his company as well, Hex. Hex LLC, actually. So I'll put it up right here on the screen just in case I got that wrong. Hex LLC, they're suing with his company and the two guys right now. And the reason that they're suing Activision Blizzard right now is because back in 2016, Activision actually paid $46 million to buy Major League Gaming. So now Activision Blizzard pretty much owns everything to do with esports and gaming like that. And it's the lead Call of Duty competitive organizer right now. That being said, right now, these guys are trying to sue Activision Blizzard over monopolizing the market right now by buying up all the other competitive gaming leagues, pretty much. Activision owns every single competitive gaming league when it comes to like esports tournament style or anything like that now, and especially Call of Duty right now, which means that they can rig it to work in their favor. And don't forget that last year they actually had that huge lawsuit with Activision about like capping people's like salaries that work for them, putting a cap on their wages and stuff like that, which apparently came out to be not true. They didn't turn nothing up about that with Activision, but there's been a lot of stuff going on at Activision recently. We're about to cover some more right here in this next clip too. The next big piece of news we got right here actually comes from Microsoft and Game Pass now, but as you guys know, Microsoft obviously owns Call of Duty now with their most recent purchase, but it says that Call of Duty 2024 is reportedly coming to Xbox One Game Pass on day one, and that's according to Microsoft executives right now in the recent Xbox podcast. They said that Game Pass will continue only to be available on Xbox platforms and will have all first-party games playable on day one. First party obviously now being acquired by Microsoft, Call of Duty now. So apparently it looks like people are going under the consensus that since it is a first party game, Call of Duty 2024 and everything in the future will be coming out on Game Pass on day one, which is pretty cool because, I mean, imagine so many players that don't feel the need of wanting to purchase the actual game for like $60 to $70. Sorry, PlayStation players, we're going to have to keep purchasing it though. There is no Game Pass for us, sadly. But all these players that would be getting the Call of Duties on Game Pass in the future would like bring so many new players into the Call of Duty franchise too, which currently right now I feel like we need right now because they're in a very poor position right now as a franchise as a whole, you know, Call of Duty right now. So some new players would probably help out, so putting on the Game Pass would be a very smart decision right now by their means. Hopefully Call of Duty 2024 Black Ops Gulf War will be very, very good. For one of our last stories right here, it looks like data miners have done it again on Modern Warfare 3, and what I mean by that is they found out that there's going to be a crossover hopefully happening soon right here with Warhammer 40k, if you're into MMORPGs. I've played that game for about 2 years now, and I actually really do like Warhammer 40k. It's actually made by a YouTuber. I found that out recently, the same guy that does the worst MMOs ever, actually, that guy. I forgot what that YouTuber's name was, but I found out recently that he's the one that was responsible for making Warhammer 40k, and Warhammer 40k is a great game. They got some skins that leaked recently in these data miner hacks on Twitter and stuff that actually looks like the Marine, I believe, from the game, so we got some pretty cool skins coming up from Warhammer 40k. They just did that Walking Dead crossover recently with the Rick and Michonne skins, so that's crazy. Call of Duty's getting some crazy skins right now. I do think that these skins that we've been getting recently is way better than the ones that we've been given in the past though, like the Nicki Minaj and all that stupid skins. So seeing Rick and Michonne from The Walking Dead and also Warhammer 40k skins, that looks good. I don't mind seeing that in the game at all. One of our last things we'll talk about right here is the fact that about 3 weeks ago, the same time that I was taking my little vacation right here, going down to the Outer Banks. About the same time that I got down there, I seen this news story come out where apparently Microsoft fired 1,900 workers, and a lot of those workers had to do with the Activision division. And the reason why is because all these subsidiary brands that Microsoft's been buying right now, their total gaming employee staff reaches like, I think, 22,000 people right now. They wanted to cut down 1,900 to 2,000 staff, which, I mean, I guess that's fine as long as it doesn't impact the release of Call of Duty Go 4 or impact the quality of it. I think none of us will really care, but I mean, there was a lot of people that apparently lost their jobs, had to move on to better things, so respect to that, and hopefully this doesn't affect any of the games that's already been announced coming out later on this year with Activision and anything else like that. And there was a few other studios that also took a few hits with employees as well, not just Activision, but the ones that I looked at wasn't exactly games that we talk about or important games that we discuss on this channel. That's gonna just about do it for today's video, guys. I really appreciate coming back right now. I really missed you guys. Going to the Outer Banks on vacation was great, but also getting back to what we do like this is also great, so it's good to be back. Thank you guys for hitting 200 subscribers, by the way. Make sure you go down there and subscribe right now. We're gonna hit 300. You guys are the best right now. We're getting very close to doing some giveaways like that in the future, so I'm very excited about that. So let's keep going. Let's hit those big numbers right now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.